Grand evening, everyone. It is May 1st, 2026. It is Friday as well. I started this a moment ago at 1900 hours and 10 minutes Central Daylight Time here in the United States, Texas more specifically. And we've had several new developments. A lot is about to happen within the next 24 hours when it comes to this total kinetic phase of World War III. The war is not over. Some people think it's over because the White House said the hostilities are terminated or they have been for a time. That's just them referencing the ceasefire and making sure that the president gets another maybe 60 days. Maybe that's how they're trying to work around that so that they can't say anything if that number of days is reached. And then we have this somewhat unconfirmed report from First Squawk here on the bottom. The Iranian Navy has claimed 7 missile strikes on the USS Abraham Lincoln. They said the carrier is temporarily unable to launch aircraft. Iran also declares the Strait of Hormuz is closed from the Arabian Sea. They have warned enemies not to enter. So the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. It is not open. There is nothing going through it at this time. There is 2 U.S. naval blockades still over there on the Strait of Hormuz. Then also we had this yesterday that a massive explosion was heard in the capital of Iran, Tehran. It could be by the Israelis and or the United States when it comes to that massive explosion that happened. And then earlier I also saw another report after that there were US warplanes heard over Iraq and some kind of drone activity. So I think everything is fully resumed at this time. Then we have this here from Terror Alarm. The CENTCOM commander has said, so the CENTCOM commander briefed President Trump for 45 minutes yesterday on the new plans for military action against Iran. So they've been planning further military action. The war is not over. It did not stop. The hostilities are not truly terminated. The only truth in that the hostilities have been terminated is that relating to the ceasefire. It relates to the ceasefire, if that's what they mean. Or they're just entirely lying about it. About the hostilities being terminated to reduce panic and preparedness and panic buying and all of that, which everyone would be doing right now if they knew what was about to happen. Everyone would be panic buying and panic prepping and all of that. Panic prepping is very different from prepping. Panic prepping and buying is what happens and what so many people do when they actually know something is about to happen and they believe it. So the last few moments, People run to the stores and stock up on toilet paper and stupid things like that. That's what panic buying is. And I've even seen someone, a recording a while back, someone put gasoline in plastic bags. That's another great example of panic buying and stocking up that way. It's a very dangerous thing putting gasoline in plastic bags, as all it takes is a spark for all of that to blow up, or some kind of maybe even static electricity, like how they warn at the gas stations. Something like that. Some kind of spark could blow up all that gasoline in an improper container like that. Those plastic bags that some people, I've seen one on a recording that put gasoline in plastic bags. Very stupid thing to do. Panic buying is not a smart thing to do. Then recently, especially near Area 51, there have been earthquakes. There was a 4.9 magnitude earthquake that hit near Silver Springs, Nevada. So it's thought they're doing some kind of underground nuclear testing, is very likely. That's what I think it is. Or they're testing some kind of highly classified technology or bomb over there that's resulting in all those earthquakes near Area 51 and in parts of Nevada. Then we have here, we can't forget one of the largest threats to the US, the largest, I would say, is China. So a US general has warned China has become America's military equal, not a near peer competitor, though a true military peer now to the United States across nearly every front, as it says there. That was said by the U.S. Marine Corps Deputy Commandant Lieutenant General. Let's see here. Speaking at the Modern Day Marine Expo 2026, Sklenka said the U.S. must stop underestimating Beijing's capabilities. According to him, China's shipbuilding capacity is around 230 times greater than America's overall. Beijing is rapidly expanding its nuclear arsenal. China is advancing smart warfare with AI and drone swarms. Future attacks may begin with cyber warfare and infrastructure sabotage before missiles are even launched. Sklenka warned that if Iran was able to pressure U.S. forces in the Middle East, a war with China would be far more destructive. He added that U.S. military bases can no longer be treated as safe zones. We will not only fight from our bases, in many cases we will fight to defend them. So that Marine Corps Deputy Commandant, Lieutenant General Sklenka, it seems his name is, really points out the true threat of the Chinese, and he's even saying that it's very likely to happen, as the way he's speaking about it there, that he's not saying we would have to, he's saying we will not only fight from our bases, and in many cases we will fight to defend them. So he is fully expecting the Chinese to soon attack using cyber warfare and critical infrastructure sabotage before missiles are even launched. That is what he is fully expecting to happen. Exactly by what he said there, it's easy to tell. Then here from another report here, I saw this on another news source as well. Iran is reportedly considering deploying mine-carrying dolphins against U.S. warships in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, dolphins can be trained to do many things. Navy SEALs have been working with dolphins for many years. Um, dolphins can be trained to do sabotage like that, or they can be trained in many things. Dolphins, they're very smart marine, um, very smart animals when it comes to dolphins. So that's a crazy yet very smart idea. It's not good for the dolphins at all. They would carry mines, and it seems they want the dolphins to drop mines and put them right next to the ships, so the ships get blown up by the mines. That's what Iran wants the dolphins to do. And there's a very high likelihood the dolphin gets blown up in that process. Almost like a kamikaze type thing there. And then we have some reason the U.S. oil exports hit a record 6.4 million barrels per day, exporting all of that oil for no good reason. That's a waste of oil, all for a small amount of money. So we've been exporting more oil here in the U.S. when we need to be importing, likely, or stocking up on it more from all of the oil and all the production we have here. The export should have stopped a long time ago. This is one of the dumbest things I've seen. That's crazy that the U.S. is exporting oil out of the country when it is so needed here. Very stupid thing to do there, exporting the oil that is needed. So then we have further news. Let's see here. Even President Trump, he put a post up on his Truth Social that said the storm is coming, nothing can stop what is coming, with him pictured in the photo that he posted. On top of that, President Trump has recently said Iran must cry uncle to end the standoff. President Trump says Tehran only needs to say, "We give up," as apparent talks continue. I don't think there's talks going on. Though President Trump wants Iran to give up entirely, he still has that condition for Iran to unconditionally surrender to end the war, which Iran will never do. The Iranian people, especially their government, their evil regime, they will never give up in that way. They are very religious in their Islamic religion, and they believe that they'll all be martyrs if they die in a war. They will sooner collect rainwater and ration their food and eat whatever they could eat before they ever give up. So Iran is not going to give up and unconditionally surrender at any point. That's not going to happen. That's how they are. They will not do that. So week 10 of the total kinetic phase of World War III is within 24 hours now. It is a little later than now. Tomorrow night, it will be that week 10. So keep on preparing physically, mentally, and spiritually. This war is not over. It will not end anytime soon. There may be more ceasefires at some point. That's all that it will be if there are any more. It doesn't seem likely that there will be any more ceasefires. And we could see and we can expect the total bombing of Iran, their critical infrastructure, their desalination plants, that has to do with their water supply, and their power grid could be all taken out in the coming days. That is what President Trump intends. That's what one of the main military plans, and that's what he said in the past, what he wants to do with Iran is blow up all of those things. So I will be back soon with further news and personal analysis on all of this, especially to do with World War III. Please like and comment on this video, and please subscribe to my channel. You may even donate if you would like to the link in the description of this. And then I will be back soon. I expect by Sunday sometime, Sunday night, I will be back. I will be back before that if these bombings happen before that, which is very likely. I expect all of those bombings to happen within the next 48 hours. Thanks for watching, and certainly remember, once again, to keep on preparing overall and keep on preparing physically, mentally, and spiritually. Love, light, and blessings to you all.